Right, what do you fancy?
Ooh, I'll have a G&T, please, and hey, go easy on the tea.
Hey, come on, can we have some service over here?
Less of that. I've heard what you two are like with a couple of shorts inside you.
So what are you going to do, get us thrown out by the bouncers?
Ooh, yes, let's cross the mud.
2 gin and tonics, please, Liz.
Coming up, girls. So, what do you think of the place?
Yes, it's very nice. It's classier, but it's not,
Well, it's not intimidating, is it? Here we are. They tell me that we get quite a few businessmen in here.
Businessmen? There's a lot of men, full stop. Hey, you don't think it's,
What?
oh, one of them pubs, you know? One of them places where men get together.
Like the Raven's Return?
No, a gay bar.
Now, listen, I didn't know this when I told you to come down here for a drink, but it's singles night.
Singles as in
unattached.
As in available?
As in desperate? Oh, flipping it, Liz, you could have told us.
Honestly, I really didn't know. But let's face it, we could do with meeting a few good men.
So, what are they like, some of them?
Oh, you know the sort. Ex-Royal Marines who just made a killing on the stock market.
Ugh.
They like to relax here before cruising off around the Riviera.
Well, you never know, we might get lucky.
Well, if you look round, I mean, some of them don't look bad, do they?
When you've had a few.
You know, they might just be genuine, interested men who just pop down and don't know that it's a single...
How are you? Hey, have you been into the lounge? The seat's fallen off. There's nobody knocking on the door. Oh, yes. It's disgusting.
So what do you make of all the talent, then?
Not a lot. I mean, it's not saying much when Fred Elliott's the best-looking man in the pub.
Excuse me, a pint of bitter, please.
So, what do you think? Not bad for single, is it?
There's nothing wrong with being single, Liz. You and I should know that well enough.
Well, maybe there's something wrong with him. Perhaps he leaves his tea bags on side at sink.
Hey, he can leave his tea bags on the side of my sink any day.
So do you fancy him?
Well, I fancy him more than I fancy Fred Elliott, I'll say that much.
Well, perhaps you should go over and say hello. You know, talk to him.
Fred Elliott?
No, Mel Gibson over there. Go on, ask him out.
Don't be daft.
It's not daft. It's singles night. That's what people do on singles night. They talk to each other.
I only said I thought he was good-looking.
Excuse me. My friend fancies you.
Liz! Oh, I am so sorry. I'd say you can't take her anywhere, but it's her bar.
It's no problem. I'm John.
Oh.
Without an H.
Deirdre.
So, do you
What?
fancy me? Or does she do that to all her mates?
But I don't even know you.
I thought you didn't look the type for the singles night. It's a bit of a zoo.
There are 1 or 2 animals about, yeah. So, are you?
Single? Well, yes, as a matter of fact, I am. Although I'm not actually here for the singles night. Well, I am here for it, obviously, but I didn't know it was a singles night. But then I suppose that's what they all say.
Don't worry, I believe you. But only because we're in the same boat. We're here because of Liz. So, if you're not here for the singles night, why are you here?
I'm staying in the hotel. I've just flown in from Frankfurt.
Oh, what do you do there?
Nothing. Well, I fly the plane. I'm an airline pilot. I usually stay somewhere more upmarket, but it was full tonight, so...
Well, actually, I'm in the travel business as well. Sunliners. We do package deals. You may have heard of us.
No.
Oh, well, perhaps not. We are a bit small fry.
Well, I don't fly package flights anyway. I'm strictly long and short-haul commercial. Well, do you fancy another?
Why not?
Well, I've got a long day tomorrow, so...
Oh, well, it was nice meeting you anyway.
It was nice meeting you too. Good night.
Good night.
Hey, go on. Run after him and force him into a night of passion.
Oh, I'm tempted, I'll tell you. I just don't know what to make of him. Do you think he really is a pilot?
Yeah, looks it. Do you know, I think you have just passed up on the genuine article, young lady.
Well, whether he's the real thing or not, it doesn't really matter, does it? I'm never going to see him again. Hi.
Hi.
Can I help you at all?
I think I'm just fantasising
Oh, about anywhere in particular?
about everywhere.
It's okay. I'll wait for Deirdre.
What length of trip were you planning to take?
I'm not sure. I think maybe just a weekend to start with. I've not travelled alone before. There's always been, you know, my husband, the kids, friends. But next time I get away, I think it's just going to be me.
Well, actually, going on holiday on your own can turn out to be better than you think. Have you, ever thought about Morocco? Maureen.
Hi.
I'm sorry I missed you at the shop, but Maud said you'd be in here anyway.
Right, well, what's this all about?
Why have we been summoned?
I had a visit today at work.
Not Fred Elliott.
Oh, give me strength. Anyway, you only had eyes for Maureen. No, the airline pilot. In full uniform, no less.
In uniform.
I wasn't impressed.
Oh, no.
I was, but I mustn't be.
Who says?
Hey, where's he jetting off to next?
Oh, I don't know. I forgot to ask.
Oh, well, did you show any interest at all?
Well, I said he could ring me at work.
Why not at all?
He could have phoned you from Paris or Roma.
We're just meeting for a drink first, that's all.
Hey, he might have suggested Paris or Rome if you'd have shown a bit of encouragement.
Now, don't tell me. I say, don't tell me. I've stumbled on another singles evening.
Hiya! You lost your ball.
I tell you, I might lose my bottle if I stand there long enough. What do you think? The flat?
For you? Too close to the enemy?
Oh, Ken's the least of my worries. Depends what Sean Skinner's asking.
Well, I'm sure he offers a discount for unattached females. Have you seen it yet?
No, Sean's going to show me round when he turns up. Hey, I don't suppose you'd fancy...
I would love to look round with you, but I can't. Jim's had a fallout with Steve.
Oh, it didn't take them long, did it?
No, well, it's nothing drastic, I hope. Hey, I tell you what, give us a knock when you're going back.
Will do.
All right, I'll see you later.
See you, love. So, how did you go on with Steve?
Well, sort of settled. Hey, what did you think to Sean's flat?
I was impressed.
Oh, don't tell him that, I'll put the rent up.
Not likely. I've told him I'll let him know. Oh, did I tell you? I've heard from John.
You know you didn't.
Oh, look, the back. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
Never mind then. John.
I'm meeting him at your hotel tonight.
Hi.
Hi. Is John not here yet?
No, not yet. Hey, you look knockout.
Oh, thanks. I should do. I've been sticking and pasting for 2 hours.
Well, go sit yourself down and I'll bring you a G&T over.
Do you think the boys would mind if I sat with them?
Oh, no, John might get the wrong idea.
Oh, well, I'll just stop here then, shall I?
No, I wouldn't. Some men don't like to see a woman propping up a bar.
Should I go out and come in again?
Go sit down on your own and I'll bring you a drink over.
I'm not used to this. He's not coming, is he?
I'll fetch you another drink over.
I've had 3.
Well, have another.
Oh, go on then. Might as well get sloshed as sit here wishing I had.
Deirdre, I can't apologise enough. To tell you the truth, I was half hoping you wouldn't be here. Don't get me wrong, I'm delighted, it's just that I had no idea how I was going to entertain you.
But you're doing all right so far.
I'm not the world's best conversationalist, I know. It's got worse since Linda and I split up.
Linda.
My wife. Ex-wife.
So you've been married then?
Briefly. There was no one else involved, thankfully, apart from my work. And no children either, which was a blessing. Even when I was there, we didn't have much to say to each other. Come to think of it, I haven't got that much to say to anybody.
Stop knocking yourself.
The divorce was amicable enough. We exchanged Christmas cards.
Where is she now?
Devon, with her new bloke. He works in a bank, feet firmly on the ground. There's me yawning on and there's you drinking from an empty glass. Same again.
Thanks. Hello?
Hi, it's only me. Can I come up?
Oh, hi, Liz. Yeah, come on up.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, I just wondered if you needed a hand.
Oh, that's really kind of you, Liz, but actually, John's already offered. He should be here in a minute.
Ah, see? Bringing along a few knickknacks of his own, is he, you know? Spare toothbrush, clean undies.
He is doing nothing of the sort. Told him I was moving flats this weekend and he offered to lend a hand.
So it's full steam ahead then, is it?
It's nothing serious.
Hey, have you slept with him yet?
No, I have not.
Are you going to?
Look, let's just take it steady, shall we?
Right then. Well, I'll put the kettle on. That's if you can tell me which box it's in.
Are you sticking around anyway, are you?
Well, yeah, just to say hello for the sake of being friendly. Is it just domestic?
Oh, I go wherever the airline tells me. 2 days ago I was in Cape Town. Tomorrow I'm doing the shuttle to Stanton.
Oh, must be ever so exciting. Never met an airline pilot before.
Not really, no. You're just a glorified bus driver, really. Oh, this looks like it'll probably do the trick.
I'll get off then.
Right, I'll show you out.
All I can say is, if you ever get bored, send him my way.
Bye-bye, Elizabeth.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye, John.
Cheerio.
Oh, thanks ever so much for doing this.
It'll take 2 seconds. Then I'll put that curtain track back up if you like.
Only if you let me take you for a pizza later.
Deal.
Popular today. Hello?
Hey, it's Ken. Can I come up for a moment?
Ken, yeah, I suppose it's all right.
Oh, hi. Oh, thought I'd look in, see if you need any help.
Oh, that's the third offer I've had this morning, but thanks anyway.
Right, well, my door's always open. There's anything you need, you know that.
Oh, thanks, Ken.
In fact, I was going to suggest, why don't you go and have a bite to eat at my place? I'm sure you won't want to be cooking.
Thanks very much, Ken, but I've already made plans.
Oh, right, well, sure there'll be plenty of other times.
Done.
Oh, great, thanks. Ken, this is John. I think I told you about him the other day.
Ah, hi. Neighbours are very friendly round here, aren't they?
Actually, I'm Deirdre's ex-husband.
Oh, I see.
Living in Agadir when I met him.
Agadir. I know it well. So, he was husband number 2, I take it?
I'm sorry?
I mean, you were married to him after you got divorced from, Ken, was it?
As a matter of fact, he was number 3. My first husband, Ray, Tracy's father, is living somewhere in Holland.
You and Ken married long?
11 years.
By all means, tell me to mind my own business if you think I'm prying.
No, ask what you like.
You ever thought of getting back together?
Well, I have entertained the thought in the past. I mean, sometimes it's just the easiest option, isn't it, to drift back into something familiar. But that's all water under the bridge now.
Only you seem quite close.
Well, we're friendly with one another, just like you are with your ex-wife. What?
Well, I'm civil with her, yes, but I wouldn't move into a flat across the street from her.
Look, I took this place because it was convenient and cheap, not because of the neighbours.
Yeah, I'm not saying you did.
The fact that Ken was living across the road nearly put me off.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You think there's still something between us, don't you?
No, I don't think anything. I hardly know you. I'm just, interested.
Look, me and Ken are ancient history, believe me. Look, I think I've done enough unpacking for one day, and I'm starving. What do you say we go and get that pizza?
Well, now you come to mention it, I still haven't quite got over that long haul. I think I might go and get some sleep.
Oh, all right, fine. Are you going right this minute?
Yeah, I've got an early start tomorrow.
Oh, well, OK. Maybe we'll do the pizza another night.
Yeah, I'll give you a ring.
Bye.
Bye.
Morning. Well, I was delighted to meet the new man in your life.
You know his name. In fact, the amount of time you hung around, you should be able to write his flaming biography. You let him know who you were in no uncertain terms.
You think I was behaving maliciously?
I know you were.
On the contrary, I'm doing the man a favour. He's helping you to move into a flat over the road from your ex-husband, and you obviously hadn't told him. I thought it was very adult of me, actually.
Yeah, well, now he thinks I was covering it up. And I'll probably never see him again. So I hope you're satisfied. What have I done to deserve these?
You don't have to have done anything.
Only I would have understood if you'd wondered why I didn't tell you about Ken. It wasn't a secret. I just hadn't got round to mentioning it.
No, I'm glad I found out. When you meet someone important, you want to know all about them. You feel cheated you weren't part of their lives before you met them.
I know. Let's find out some more, shall we? What about dinner tonight? Be a kind of flat warming.
Yeah, fantastic.
7:30?
I'll be there. To a very happy time here.
Oh, I don't know. Champagne and flowers all in one day. Hey, I hope you like Mexican food. I've never cooked it before.
I've never eaten it before.
I thought pilots had tried every cuisine going.
Hotel food is much the same, whatever country you're in.
Oh, still, there must be compensations. A woman in every port.
Oh, as opposed to an ex right across the street, you mean?
I'm sorry, I asked for that. Look, I told you, me and Ken are finished, and it's true. There's a big age gap between us. It didn't really matter until recently, but now, well, some people age quickly, don't they? I don't mean physically, but mentally, in their attitudes. The only feeling I have for him now, and it sounds awful, but it's true, is pity. He's facing redundancy next month and all.
What does he do?
He's a teacher. He's tried his hand at a lot of things in his time. Taxi driver, journalist. But he's taught most of his life, and now that's all going to end.
Let me ask around at the airport.
I can't see Ken landing a jumbo.
Oh, I have a lot of contacts there. I don't know if you've been there recently, but it's huge. It's like a city in its own right. Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
Do you play Good Samaritan to everybody's ex-husband?
Well, no. It really is excellent, Deirdre. A talented cook as well.
As well?
Well, as well as everything else. No, I really can't believe my luck.
Oh, are you all right?
It's just a bit spicy for me, that's all.
It's all the chilies. They didn't tell you how many to put in. You know, you never did answer my question about a girl in every port.
They're called stopovers.
Oh, it doesn't have quite the same ring, does it?
No, there hasn't been anybody at all since the divorce.
Why did you get divorced?
A flight out to the Far East with a 2-3 day stopover, you can be gone for the best part of a week. And when you're on call, you're off at short notice. I just think she got bored.
Another drink?
Oh, no. Better not, I'm driving.
You don't have to. Not if you stay the night.
I don't want to rush into... before we're ready.
Well, I'm ready. Yeah. Look, I'm sorry, I can't hear you very well. Yes, Frankfurt. Well, I don't know, about 2 or 3 hours ago. Oh, right, I see. OK, yeah, thanks very much. Bye-bye. Oh, his flight's been diverted to the East Midlands, some technical problem.
But has it landed? Oh, well, as long as he's safe.
Liz, my hands were shaking when I was dialing. I'm getting too involved, aren't I? It's worrying me.
Oh, I'd go with it. Anyway, it could do a lot worse. But, as I said before, if you do change your mind, just take me the wink.
Hey, keep off you. I saw him first. Anyway, just in case he rings, I think I'd better get back to the flat.
Oh, right. Well, I'll get off as well, then.
Hi.
Once I found out what had happened...
Look, I'm sorry. I should have let you know.
It doesn't matter.
Only I wasn't sure you'd want me phoning you at the pub.
Yeah. So, how did you get back?
Minibus.
What, you and the stewardesses?
The crew? It does include a couple of stewardesses. Why'd you say it like that?
Oh, I don't know. Insecurity, I suppose.
Don't you trust me?
Yeah. Well, I think I do. I just can't for the life of me think... Well, why me?
Listen, there's no contest.
Go on, say it. You go for the maturer woman.
Let's just say I go for you. As simple as that.
Yeah, he's an airline pilot.
Yes, I heard. Very nice, lucky Deirdre. Oh, what a stupid thing to say. I am sorry.
No, it's okay, it's okay. I suppose I should be thinking good luck to her, but somehow I can't manage that.
I'm sorry, I really am.
No.
He is a nice-looking man.
Oh, yes, you are lucky, Deirdre. I mean, look at me. Reg Oldsworth and Fred Elliott. And not enough hair between the two of them to walk about in a comb.
Oh.
Hey, the uniform does no harm, does it?
No.
Oh, yes, of course. You're the expert on uniforms.
What? Oh, you mean Jim? Though it did look rather nice in his blues the odd time he wore them.
Of course, all men have snags, don't they? What's this, fellas?
Well, I haven't found one. Yet.
Yet. I suppose he is away a lot.
Well, yes, he is. But I'd rather like knowing when he's going to be here and when he's not. It's quite nice getting the odd phone call from Paris telling me when he's going to be on his way.
Good-looking and reliable. It's not fair, is it, Liz?
No.
I mean, take Fred Elliott. Now, you'd think a man that wasn't, so good-looking would try a bit harder to be nice, wouldn't you, to compensate?
Why, what's he done now?
Stood me up last night. There I am in a restaurant, and Ashley says he often does a disappearing act and goes out boozing for days. Tough.
Oh, well, it's no good asking me. I'm a disaster at choosing men, ask Deirdre.
Give over. What do I know? And even if you do find yourself a good un, you never know when it's all going to get taken away from you. I mean, look at Sally Webster. You're sooner than I expected.
Is that bad?
Anything but. How was Switzerland?
Well, all I saw of it this time was their airspace. However, I did just have time to get to something from the Zurich duty-free shop. Cognac. Do you drink it?
Well, on the rare occasions that it's been offered, yes, thank you. How long have I got you for?
Oh, till tomorrow morning, if that suits.
That'll do nicely.
What about this evening, then? Do you fancy a restaurant or what?
Oh, let's eat in. I'll go to the corner shop later and get us the makings. We can have this for afters. Afternoon.
Ah! How's Captain Kirk?
He's very well, thank you. You want to watch that tone, Ken? Sounded suspiciously like sarcasm, and that could only mean one thing, really, couldn't it?
Well, that I'm jealous? No, not at all. I could have been, until I saw him shopping at Furman's and realised he's only human like all the rest of us.
Well, what do you expect him to do? Nip down to Harrods every time he fancies a packet of fish fingers?
Oh, not fish fingers, no, but brandy? I mean, buying brandy at Furman's? That's a bit déclassé, isn't it?
Brandy? Ah, is it? I don't know. What's déclassé?
Common.
Oh, well, that's okay then, because I am common, aren't I? What time did you say you saw him?
This morning, about 11.
Oh, well, you couldn't have done, because he was flying back from Zurich then. Cheers.
Cheers.
Ken said he saw you this morning.
Did he?
Shopping in Furman's. I said he must have been mistaken because you were flying back from Zurich at the time, but he insisted it was you.
No, he's right, it was me. And did he also happen to tell you what I was buying there as well?
A bottle of brandy.
Now, why would he tell you something like that?
It's true, is it?
He's got it in for me, your ex, hasn't he?
Ken didn't know when he said it that you give me a bottle of brandy as a present. Admittedly, he was point scoring when he mentioned it because he thought it was common buying brandy in Furman's. But he didn't know that you told me you got it in Zurich.
OK. I bought the brandy in Furman's and not in Zurich. I swapped rotors with a colleague. I actually flew to Zurich earlier in the day and the turnaround time was a bit shorter. I didn't have time to do any shopping and I didn't want to disappoint you. I am sorry.
I'd rather you didn't lie to me in future, even about something so trivial, because I'm not a little kid.
I didn't want you to feel that I wasn't thinking about you, and that's why I did it. Sorry.
It's okay. Do you think I'm common?
No.
To have a break. We could both use one. I mean, I could find us a deal, but it'd be a lot cheaper if you got the flights on your staff concession. What do they give you, 10% of the normal fare?
Subject to availability.
Oh, so we just turn up and take the first one that's got 2 seats going spare. Oh, it'll be an adventure, not knowing where we're going till we get there. I'm sorry. Am I taking too much for granted?
Oh, no, not at all. It's a terrific idea.
Really?
You worry too much.
I can't help it. Every time I have taken anything good for granted in my life, it's just blown up in my face.
Not this time.
Will you ring me when you get to Nairobi?
As soon as we land.
Oh, I'm gonna miss you.
Listen, have a nice weekend.
I'll try.
Hey, what's the matter?
Oh, take no notice, I'm just soft. You fly carefully. It's a long way to Nairobi.
Sure.
You know, I couldn't believe it this morning. I got all weepy when I was saying Tyrrell.
He's been a real tonic for you, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. I never thought I'd get excited about anybody again after Samir. I mean, that with Ken, that was... Well, it was a bit like putting a favourite baggy old jumper on.
Oh, dear.
Well, it was, let's be honest. But this, well, I got all tingly inside when I think about it.
Oh, good heavens.
I do, especially when I've had a few. Oh, this'll be him. He said he'd ring as soon as he landed. Hello? Hello?
Deirdre.
John. It's him. Hello? John?
What sort of day have you had?
Fine, fine. What about you? John, hello? I said, what about you?
Great. It's a really good flight.
You sound a bit funny.
Everything's fine.
I said, John, you sound a bit funny.
There's a time delay.
What?
A time delay on international calls. It's always worse from Nairobi for some reason. Listen, Deirdre, I'll have to go. I've got some things to do.
Right.
So I'll ring you again when I get 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. Well, look after yourself and I'll see you on.
Thanks for ringing.
No problem at all.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Oh.
See you tomorrow.
He's gone. Oh. Strange to think of him being so far away. Hot night in Nairobi. I wish I was there.
This is starting to sound serious to me, Deirdre.
I know all the signs. I'm in love. Missed you. You should have come straight here.
It was too late. We had to divert to Rome.
Why was that?
Who knows? Anything can happen on the Nairobi run. There were security problems, as usual. We sat on the tarmac half the night.
Oh, you could have woken me up. I wouldn't have minded.
No, I wanted to go home. I haven't seen much of the place lately.
Does somebody look after it for you?
I get a woman in to clean, now and again. I like to do it myself, really.
You're not domesticated too, as well as everything else.
If you can land a passenger jet at night in driving rain, you can get the hang of domestic appliances.
Oh, I'll introduce you to my deep fat fryer one of these days. That'll wipe the smile off your face.
I've got a better idea.
What?
I'll introduce you to mine.
Are you inviting me to your house?
Yes, why not?
I don't know. No reason.
I do have a home, you know. I don't spend all my time in hotels.
Oh, 5-star hotels by the sound of it. I wouldn't mind the odd night in one myself.
You get tired of them. They're all the same. After a while, you don't know whether you're in Leeds or Los Angeles.
Oh, I bet the sun and the sand give it away.
Ah, you're familiar with West Yorkshire.
I love it. But somewhere more exotic does appeal.
OK, then. Wednesday night. Wipe your feet and bring your toothbrush.
I will. Hi. How's he been?
Oh, making his presence felt.
I remember one particular occasion with our Tracy in a supermarket. I could have killed her.
Ken's got the advantage over you, though. He can give the child back to his parents.
I'm his father.
His father?
Yes, amazing though that may seem. And before you ask, he didn't come out of a test tube.
I'm sorry, I just presumed. Actually, I should know better. I was born of elderly parents myself.
Ready?
Shall we be going?
We're eating a meal later, just about to choose the wine. Why don't you join us?
Just bought our dinner.
Another time, maybe.
Maybe.
Bye. I had no idea. It's beautiful.
This garden takes some looking after, but I just don't have the time. I would have sold up and moved somewhere smaller, but... British Airways 737 to Warsaw. Yes, well, as you can see, it's handy for the airport.
It's like another world, this, isn't it? Weatherfield might be 1,000,000 miles away.
What are you after?
A corkscrew.
Oh.
Oh, you never told me you had lodgers. Mr. and Mrs. Jenkins?
Oh, previous owners. They promised to have the mail redirected, but it keeps on arriving.
Thanks.
Oh, it would be nice if, instead of a house sitter, I had you to come back to here. Say something.
I thought you'd never ask.
I know you've only just moved.
Oh, don't worry about that.
You do know what you're letting yourself in for. You'll have to spend time here on your own.
As long as you're coming back, I don't mind. Fantastic kitchen. You know, designer kitchen with everything tucked away. Oh. Lovely big sunny lounge. Beautiful lawn out the back. But no sign of him anywhere.
How do you mean?
Well, you know, no personal bits and pieces lying around. Mind you, he's hardly ever there, is he?
Oh, it sounds wonderful.
Hey, I've just had a thought. I could show you it.
How do you mean?
You could go there now. I mean, I haven't got any keys or anything, but you could see it from the outside.
Hey, I'd love to.
Yeah, then you can picture me in it. Well, what do you think?
It's fab!
It's a bit up from Coronation Street, isn't it?
But most of the time it's just sitting empty, is it?
Yeah. What a waste. Oh, I wish I could show you the inside.
What made me even more jealous? You're so lucky, Deirdre.
Oh, no. I keep pinching myself.
Hey, I wish I could meet a fella like him.
Hey, it shows you, though, doesn't it? You never know what's next round the corner.
Thanks for looking after the place again, Barry. It's not to ask.
Rubbish. Any special instructions?
Well, just the same as last time. Pop in, draw the curtains in the evening, lights on. Trying to keep an eye on the place, make it seem lived in.
When are you due back?
A week tomorrow. Laura's staying on some others with the children.
I'll give her my regards when you speak to her.
Well, she really appreciates this. There's been a lot of break-ins around here, and with us both her away at the same time, she worries.
There's no need, mate. House couldn't be in safer hands. Have a good flight. And go easy on the sake when you get there.
Can't stand the stuff.
Well, do you want me to, carry you over the threshold?
Not unless you plan on giving yourself a hernia.
Are you disparaging my manly physique, madam?
No, just protecting my interests. John, what's wrong?
I don't believe this.
What is it?
It's from Linda, my ex, telling me, in a word, that the house is in her name and she's taking possession.
Well, she can't do that, can she?
Well, she seems to think so. She's changed the blasted locks. The lousy, rotten... Oh, sweetheart. I'm sorry. I wanted this to be so special, and I've really blown it for you, haven't I? Deirdre, I'm so very sorry.
It's not your fault. Come here. It's not your fault. So, we get there, and his keys don't work, and there's a note on the front door from his wife saying that she's changed the locks and put the house up for sale.
No!
Well, this morning he was all for ignoring her and breaking in, but I told him I don't want any part of that.
Oh, you don't?
So, I'm back where I started. The only difference is he's having to move in with me because he can't get back in his house, can he?
Oh, clever.
Well, you have to be, haven't you? Oh, no, I did feel sorry for him, though. I mean, there he is, trying to move me in, and his ex-wife puts the kibosh on it.
Hey, do you think that's why she did it? Because of you?
Oh, I'm positive it is. I don't think he realises that, though. He thinks it's all to do with money.
Always do, don't they? Men.
Her name's Mrs. Aristide. Her English is very good, so I'm told. So just make her feel at home, and she wants dropping at the Midland Hotel.
All right.
And here's your 15 quid.
Oh, thank you very much. So, how do I know which one is her?
Oh, you've to hold a card up with her name on it.
You're kidding.
No. Yeah, I've made one up for you.
Oh, what if she doesn't see me?
Well, just make sure you stand near the front.
I think I'm going to feel silly.
Why? Just pretend you're in a James Bond film or something.
I think that'll make it worse.
Oh, if it's any consolation, Ken, I'm really grateful to you for doing this.
Well, I just hope your boyfriend doesn't see me.
Unlikely. He's flying to Cape Town. Oh, right now.
Right, he's flying to Cape Town. I'm topping up to the airport for 15 quid.
Oh.
See you later.
See ya.
Oh, I thought it was you.
Hello, Ken. I was just...
Deirdre said you were flying to Cape Town today.
Oh, yeah, I am. Well, I was. It's been cancelled.
Oh.
Yeah, I was just killing a bit of time. Yeah, they often keep the nicer patterns on the bottom that you don't see on display.
Do they?
So I always look there first.
Oh.
Yeah, I often kill time here, looking around the shops. What's this?
I'm just meeting someone from Athens. It's a favour for Deirdre.
Oh, right. Well, Arrivals is back along there.
Yes, I know. I'm early. I'm killing time too.
Right.
Anyway, nice to see you.
Yes, and you.
Bye then.
Right.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Hello, yes, it's John Lindsay here. Can I speak to Deirdre, please? Right. OK, well, can I leave a message? Can you tell her that my flight to Cape Town has been cancelled, and I'll see her at her flat later tonight.
Hi.
Hi.
Got your message. So, how are things on the house front?
Oh, I don't want to think about it. I've got enough on. The flight to Cape Town has been transferred to tonight now instead.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So, at the most, we've got till 10:30.
Oh, well, better make the most of it.
Bye.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hi.
I've been trying to ring you.
Oh?
Mrs. Aristidou, we've had a fax from Athens. She's had to book onto a later flight. So it'll be 1:30 now. Can you still pick her up?
Fine, no problem.
Oh, great. Sorry to muck you about.
No, that's fine, Deirdre. I'm just very glad to have the work. Bye.
Bye. Oh, Ken.
Oh,
Hi. I'm sorry I wasn't there when you dropped off Mrs. Aristidou. I hope she didn't bore you to death on the drive.
no, she was very entertaining.
Oh, it was all right then. You'll be up for more.
Of course. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
So, John's not with you tonight, then?
No, he's in Singapore. Well, he will be soon. He went this morning.
Singapore?
Yeah. I won't see him now till Wednesday. I'm missing him already.
Sounds like you're in a bit deep, then.
Does, doesn't it? Oh, I'll not kid you, Ken. I am head over heels. And the wonderful thing is, he feels the same way about me.
How can you tell?
Oh, come on, Ken. You've really forgotten what it's like to be in love.
Oh, morning.
Hi, Ken.
Hi. All right?
Yeah, fine, you?
Yeah, okay. Have you heard from John?
Yes, he rang last night, as it happens.
From Singapore?
Well, that is where he was flying to, yeah. Anything else you want to know?
Oh, sorry, no. I'm just making conversation. I won't ask again.
Bye.
Bye.
There's your bag, sir. Very much. And £3 and your receipt. OK.
Can I help you?
Oh, yeah, I was just wondering how much these hankies were.
£3.50. Smoked on the back.
Of course, yeah. I could have sworn I just saw someone I know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a chap who just left. White shirt, tie.
Mr. Lindsay.
Ah, is that his name? Yeah, well, it's not who I thought it was. I should have realised when I saw his face. But from the side, he's the image of someone at work.
It's weird when that happens. No, if he was in a white shirt, that's Mr. Lindsay, my boss.
The manager?
That's right. He's very nice.
I'm sure.
So, do you want these then?
Oh, no, I don't think I'll bother. Thanks. Thanks for stopping by, Emily.
There's nothing the matter, is there?
Well, actually, yes. Take a seat.
Well, I hope it's nothing too bad. I've had one upsetting experience already today.
Oh, what?
I saw Don Brennan in the cemetery.
No.
Oh, he wasn't violent or anything. Just, well, mad, I suppose.
Oh, yeah. Well, can I get you a drink?
Well, I don't normally in the middle of the day, but do you mind?
Not a bit. Only got brandy, I'm afraid.
Oh, just a small one, Ken.
Did you tell the police?
Oh, yes, they're out looking for him. Anyway, what's your problem?
Well, no, it's not a problem for me. It's Deirdre. You know, she got a new man in her life.
The pilot, yes. Oh, don't tell me. You've seen him with another woman.
If only it were that simple.
Go on.
I found out what his real job is.
Well, you mean he's not a pilot?
I'm afraid not. He runs a tie shop on the airport precinct. Doubt he's ever flown a plane in his life.
And you're sure it was him?
Positive. Seen him there before, a few weeks ago.
And you didn't say anything?
Oh, no, I spoke to him. He said he was buying a tie before flying off somewhere.
How do you know he wasn't doing that today?
Because the assistant told me who he was.
How very bizarre. Oh, it makes me shiver just thinking about it.
More brandy?
No, this is masses.
Of course, the question is, do I tell Deirdre?
Oh, you must.
Well, she'll say I'm jealous, of course, and trying to break them up.
Oh, that doesn't matter. If you're sure of your facts, this is an enormous lie he's telling. What else is there that she doesn't know?
Well, this is it.
He could be dangerous. Oh, you've got to tell her, Ken. And the sooner the better.
Are you sure you don't want to lift?
No, thanks. I need the exercise.
OK. Well, see you around 7.
Bye, love. Fly carefully.
I will.
Morning.
Morning.
You haven't said anything yet, then?
Oh, why should I? Look at her, she's happy enough.
But it's false happiness if it's based on a lie.
What, you think she'd be better off knowing the truth than being miserable? And blaming me?
Before you start, Ken, this isn't going to be a lecture about John, is it?
Not, no.
Oh, good. Well, so long as it's not. Sit down.
No, it's all right. No, what it is, you remember about a week ago I went to the airport for you to pick up that Greek woman?
Yeah.
Well, while I was there, I happened, by chance, I happened to see John.
This is about him.
Yeah, but let me just tell you...
No, Ken. I've told you. I don't want you sticking your nose in. OK, you saw him. So what? What was he doing? Chatting up an air hostess or something? Is that what you were going to tell me? Well, don't. Because I don't want you interfering in my life.
He was in a shop that sells ties. He was working there.
Working there? What's that supposed to mean?
Well, just that. He was selling ties. And then I thought, hang on a minute, this isn't right. I mean, he's supposed to be a pilot.
Ken, what are you trying to say?
No, I thought, hang on a minute, this isn't right. What is a pilot doing working in a tie shop? So, and you're not going to like this one bit.
Oh, am I not? What a surprise.
Earlier this week, I went back to the airport. I thought I'll have another look, see if he's still there.
What, spying on him, you mean?
I said you wouldn't like it.
And what was he doing this time? Working behind a bar? Selling the big issue?
Still selling ties.
Oh.
Only this time, I managed to have a quiet word with one of the other people who worked in the shop. And do you want to know what she said?
Not really, no.
He said, Mr. Lindsay is the shop manager.
Is that it?
Well, I haven't said anything about it before because, well, quite frankly, I didn't know what to do for the best, whether to just keep quiet or I didn't even know you didn't know already.
What I know already is that John doesn't work in a shop, selling ties or anything else. He's a pilot.
Fine.
Well, he is. I mean, you've seen him. All right, not actually flying planes, but you've seen him wearing the uniform, for goodness sake.
And have you seen him actually flying planes? Because I've seen him actually selling ties.
Oh, have you?
Yes.
Yes, well, there's two explanations for that.
What?
Either you're lying through your teeth, or you've made a mistake. You thought you saw John, and in actual fact, you saw somebody else.
Somebody else called Lindsay? Remember, I spoke to the assistant.
All right, then, somebody else called Lindsay. Why not? Maybe it's his cousin. Maybe that's why he looks so much like him.
Oh, so he has a cousin who sells ties at the airport?
Well, I don't know. I've never asked him.
Deirdre, I'm sorry. It wasn't his cousin. It was him.
No, don't be sorry. Because I'm telling you, it wasn't him.
Look, I'm not just going to keep on saying the same thing.
Good.
It was John I saw.
Oh, so you are going to just keep on saying the same thing?
It was definitely him, and he was selling ties. Now, if you don't want to believe that, fine.
Thank you.
And I promise I will never raise the subject again.
Yes, not with anybody.
No, I haven't told a soul, and I never shall. Look, Deirdre, I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm trying, believe it or not, to save you from being hurt.
Oh, that's kind of you.
OK, I'm off.
I mean, just think about it, will you? I virtually live with the man. I know him. I know everything about him. Do you think I'm so stupid that I don't know the difference between a shop assistant and an airline pilot? Or that we don't talk about his work, where he's been, what the flight was like?
I'm sure you do.
Oh, but he's lying when he says all that, is he? And I'm so dumb I just accept everything he says.
Look, I've told you what happened. I've seen him twice. I've spoken to the assistant and she said he was the manager.
And I'm telling you, Ken, You're wrong.
Well, in all honesty, Deirdre, I hope I am. I really do hope I am.
So what's Deirdre going to do?
Well, I got the impression she isn't going to do anything. She doesn't believe a word I say, so why should she?
Here we are, madam. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes, can I?
Go on, then. Lie your way out of this one.
Listen, Deirdre, I was going to tell you...
No. On second thoughts, don't. I don't want to hear another word. Because whatever you say, it's just going to be more lies, isn't it? Oh, and needless to say, I don't want you calling me. I don't want to hear from you. And I don't want to see you ever again. Okay?
All right.
Oh, hi.
Locked out then?
I'm not, well, I've tried the door. Can't seem to rouse her.
He's 9 to 5, is he? Must be nice having a regular Sunday morning lying.
Oh, she's probably in the bath.
Yeah, exactly where I'm headed, mate. Right, Ken.
Hi, Martin.
Please, Deirdre, I know you're there. Would you just let me talk to you, please? Deirdre. Or will you not even look at me?
I suppose you're wondering how I found out. Well, funnily enough, it was through me asking Ken to pick our rep up. And when he told me he'd seen Captain Lindsay selling ties, I just laughed at him.
You've got to let me explain.
Can you deny you lied to me, John?
No.
Right from the day we met, it's just been lie after lie after lie.
But not because I set out to deceive you.
What?
It wasn't like that.
Do you know, I just can't believe your nerve. Bringing me presents from abroad. And then when I did catch you out that time, it was just lies within even more lies, wasn't it? And knowing what you were doing to me, letting me fall in love with you, wanting to live with you.
Deirdre, I promise you, I have never ever lied about loving you.
Yes, you have. You can't love somebody when you're lying about who you are.
I lied to you about what I've become. Not about, well, who I am to myself.
And what the hell is that supposed to mean?
That I really am a qualified pilot. And that is the truth. And then last year I failed my medical.
You failed your medical.
They discovered I had an ear imbalance. Nothing major, but enough to mean the end.
And now you work in a shop. Oh, don't give me that, John. I know what ex-pilots do. They become ground staff.
It was a choice I made. They offered me a staff job. I just couldn't face it. Look, I don't expect you to understand this. But I know from colleagues, it's not easy to work so close to what you've lost. I chose to move on.
I don't believe you. I don't believe a word you say now.
No. Why should you? Look, when I went along to that singles night, all I ever expected was maybe a casual date. Some company, that's all. So what would it matter, I thought, to say I was still a pilot? Why come out with the mundane fact that I'm now in retail management? And it worked, didn't it? When you heard the words airline pilot, you were interested.
Because I believed you. Not because I wouldn't have been interested if you'd said you managed a shop. I was interested in getting to know you.
And you have got to know me. It's just that... Oh. Well, whenever I've tried to tell you the truth, Well, you've made it so difficult.
Excuse me.
Because you always made me feel that it was precisely my job that fascinated you. I mean, whenever you've introduced me to people, it's been the first thing you've told them. Deirdre, if I'd known what you'd mean to me, I never would have lied to you. I hate myself for being so insecure. Please, at least admit what I'm saying.
Anyway, doesn't matter what I believe now, does it?
It does to me. It matters that you know I'm telling you the truth.
Then why didn't you before? You could have told me all this ages ago, as soon as you felt something for me.
Why? Would you have been able to forgive me then? When it would have been so much easier to drop me?
At least I'd have known what my choice was, John. You just let me go on, trusting you, blind, every day, piling on the details, and then suddenly slap. Man I love is a total fabrication.
No. No, I'll go now.
No, just wait, will you? Let me get my head together.
There's no forgiving what I've done to you, Deirdre. I do know that.
Funny, isn't it? Just when you think you've known all the knocks there are.
I'm so sorry. I never meant to hurt you. Ever.
Just what I still don't understand is, where were you? All those nights when you told me you were abroad. Where were you staying? Come on, John. I want to know.
High Wycombe. Swindon. Luton Airport. Wherever I had to go to supervise our outlets. That is the unexotic reality, I'm afraid.
Deirdre, hi.
Ken, I think I owe you an apology. Needless to say, I shan't be seeing any more of him.
I saw him heading towards the flat the other day, and is it terrible of me to say? I thought he wasn't looking his usual smug self.
He came to try and explain. I didn't give him much chance when I confronted him at the airport. And, of course, he couldn't run after me because there'd have been nobody to mind the till.
You went to the airport then?
Well, I had to after what you told me.
I got the distinct impression you didn't believe a word I said. You thought I was making it all up to come between you both.
Yeah, well, I didn't at first. And then the more I thought about it...
Look, John and I never hit it off, but I promise you, Deirdre, I'd never do anything to stand in the way of your happiness.
I know that, Ken.
And knowing what I did, I couldn't let you carry on.
And making a fool of myself?
Living a lie.
I'd have done the same in your position.
I hope you would.
It was still a bit of a shock, though, seeing him standing behind a counter, popping a tie into a paper bag. John Lindsay, tie salesman. Liar.
I still don't understand why he did it. I mean, did he do it for kicks? Does he fantasise about being a pilot?
Well, he was a pilot up until a few months ago. He lost his job.
Well, I was a teacher, but I don't go around pretending I still am.
He lost his licence on medical grounds. Apparently, they're very strict about these things.
So I thought, right, I'll get a job in a tie shop and nobody know the difference.
No, you don't understand, Kenny. It was very hard for him to come to terms with. You don't just lose your job and your salary, you lose face.
So you pretend it hasn't happened?
He can't admit what's happened to himself, let alone anyone else.
No, not even the woman he's living with.
Well, especially not the woman he's living with. He thought that if I knew the truth, I wouldn't want to know him.
Well, surely he didn't think he was going to get away with it forever.
I must have known he'd come crashing down to earth sooner or later. Oh, Ken, I've been such a fool.
Deirdre, don't blame yourself.
I should have known it was all too good to be true.
He took us all in, Deirdre. He was very convincing.
You won't tell anybody the truth, will you, Ken? I couldn't bear the thought of people knowing.
Of course not.
Hi.
Don't ask me what I'm doing here because I don't know myself.
Well, it's really good to see you, whatever the reason.
Can you get out for a few minutes?
Yeah, hold on. Look, could you hold the fort for a couple of minutes? I have to nip out. Here we go.
What gets me is, it's a good job you've got here. You've got people beneath you.
Yeah. And there aren't many pilots would swap places with me.
It's nothing to be ashamed of.
Is that what you came to tell me?
I came because I couldn't stop myself. Because no matter how low I've felt this last few days, it's nothing compared to how I feel when I think about never seeing you again. I don't care if you're not a pilot. You're still the man I love. John, if we could put all this behind us and make a fresh start, there'd be no more lies, would there?
If you still want me, well, now you know the truth. I wouldn't need to lie. That is, if you still want me.
That's what I want. The real you. We can't carry on with this farce. We'll have to say that you failed your last medical, left the airline and got a new job.
Well, it's near enough what happened anyway.
Yeah, except that it happened over a year ago and not last week.
It'll be a huge weight off my mind. Not having to keep up the whole stupid pretense.
There is one more problem. Ken. I told him it was all over between us.
He's had his ups and downs, he'll understand.
It won't be easy persuading Ken to go along with why you're suddenly no longer a pilot.
There's no skin off his nose, why wouldn't he?
Because whatever his faults, Ken is basically an honest man. John, I'm sorry. I didn't mean...
No, it's all right, darling. I deserve that. What I don't deserve is a second chance from a fabulous woman. And I'm not going to blow it. I promise you.
Oh, let me guess. He's pestering you to take him back.
No.
Oh, that's something to be grateful for.
But we are together. My suggestion, not his.
You've taken him back? After what he's done?
Well, he couldn't handle losing his job, Ken. You, of all people, should understand that.
But Deirdre, when I got the push, I didn't go around saying I was headmaster of Manchester Grammar. Deirdre, the man's a fake. And if you honestly think you can build a life on that, then you must be out of your mind.
Look, you've done things that I thought were stupid, but I didn't interfere.
Well, maybe you should have. Look, I still worry about you. I can't help it. Ingrained habit.
Well, there's no need. What John did was wrong, but it doesn't stop me loving him. And I know we can be happy together. He's given me back so many things that I thought I'd lost forever when Sammy had died. That's not something you chuck away lightly.
So, what did you want of me, if it's not my opinion?
Well, John knows that he's going to have to tell people he's not a pilot. So we've decided to say that he failed his last medical, couldn't face being ground staff and got another job, which is more or less the truth.
Yeah, well, rather less than more. I mean, he's been carrying on this charade ever since you met him. And for how long before that?
Look, are you going to back us up? That's all I want to know.
You mean you want me to collude in the lies?
No, just don't say anything.
Lying by omission.
Words. It's always words with you, isn't it, Ken? We're talking about feelings here. Me having a crack at happiness again.
Look, Deirdre, love, I'm not being malicious. I take no pleasure in this. I truly wish that your John had been everything you thought he was, but he's not. So I don't see how you can live happily ever after. And I would be lying if I said different.
So you won't support us?
Well, I can't even if I want to. It's too late. I've already told Emily. I'm sorry.
No, you're not. You never liked John, and you were jealous of everything you thought he stood for. Well, tough. We'll make a life together, with or without your help.
As a matter of fact, there is something I should say to you about Deirdre.
Oh, what's the latest?
Well, it's all rather a bit embarrassing, because it looks like I got hold of the wrong end of the stick.
What do you mean?
Oh, John is a pilot, after all.
What?
Yes, it seems that girl in the shop that I talked to, she was new, and she thought that John was the manager, but in fact he was standing in for somebody.
An airline pilot standing in for a shop manager?
Yes, it does seem a bit strange, but apparently they were friends, and he used to shop there a lot. That's when I saw him there. And then the boss's wife was ill, he had to take her to hospital. John was free, so he took over.
It sounds very odd to me.
Yes, it did to me too.
So, he and Deirdre needn't have split up.
Ah, yes, that's the other thing. They haven't.
But you said that...
No, apparently they just had a row. They'd arranged to do something, then John was asked to do the shop, didn't want to tell Deirdre, so he said he was ill. Then I told Deirdre I'd seen him, and all hell broke loose. Anyway, apparently they've made it up now.
So you nearly broke them up. Jumping to conclusions.
Oh, yes, I suppose so.
Oh, well, it didn't happen. Good luck to them.
Yes. What else can you say?
Alec, 2 chases.
Thanks, Ken.
I did it for you, not your friend.
I know. I appreciate it. We both do.
I don't like lying, especially to people like Emily. She'll be my neighbour as long as I can remember, so don't ask me to do it again, OK?
Did she believe you?
I really couldn't say. I'm not as good a liar as you. Anyway, it's done now. I only hope he's worth it.
There's your chap. Hiya, John. Next my round, what you having?
Nothing, thanks, Liz.
Flying tomorrow, are you?
No, I'm not, though I should have been. Deirdre, I've got some... Well, it's bad news, I'm afraid.
I'll make myself scarce.
Oh, no, there's no need. It's not something I can keep private for very long. I got the results of that medical I had the other day.
Oh? Is anything wrong?
Oh, nothing that would matter if I wasn't a pilot. We have to have regular checks to make sure we're still fit to fly. And I'm grounded.
Oh, no.
As of right now.
Well, what do they say is wrong?
Inner ear trouble. Like I say, nothing too dreadful for a man with his feet on the ground. Which is me from now on. My flying days are over. For good.
He's very convincing, your boyfriend. Very plausible. Almost found myself believing the account he's now putting out.
Ken, he was a pilot and he was grounded because of ear trouble. The only thing that isn't strictly true is the timing.
A man who can lie about one thing can lie about a lot of things.
All right, so he found it difficult to accept being chucked on the scrap heap. I seem to remember you didn't enjoy being chucked out of a teaching job you'd given your life to.
2 things are totally different.
Anyway, you said you'd go along with it, Ken, please.
I'll go along with it. Give you a performance, too. But we both know it is a performance. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about your bad news. Must be difficult being forced out of a glamorous and well-paid job.
Yes, it is.
Which ear is it, by the way?
This one.
Ringing noises?
No, you're thinking of tinnitus. No, they dignify what I've got with the name vestibular neuronitis. It means I could get... I probably will get dizzy spells. I may get progressive hearing loss, though. I hope not. But it has cost me a career, which I happen to love.
Happy now, Ken?
Oh, that's awful for you. And they can cut short your career, just like that.
They have to do it, Emily. It's passenger safety, you know, people's lives.
Well, yes, but it seems very hard luck on the pilots. And will they offer you a ground job? Something in the office?
Well, they might, Emily, but as a matter of fact, I've got something sorted out already.
Oh, my word, you have been quick.
Well, a very good friend of mine has a string of airport shops, including one in Manchester, actually.
Oh, I see.
And he's asked me to help him run the business. Now, it would mean a fair amount of travelling, going around the various shops at the airports, but still. I'm used to travelling and, well, Deirdre's used to me being away.
Ah, I've had to be.
Excuse me. You really got it very wrong about Deirdre's friend, Ken.
Yeah, apparently I did.
You saw him in a shop at the airport, he said. One of his friends has a chain of these shops.
So it would appear.
If I can be frank, Ken, and speak as a friend, I believe you wanted to think the worst of John, as deep down you're still jealous of Deirdre, and it warped your judgment. You'll have to be more careful in future. He's obviously a very nice man. No wonder she's so attached to him.
It's a load of rubbish.